I'm here with Jack Davis, Jr., Campbell Window, and Andrew Roberts, Senior, going to Bucknell next year. Do you believe the U.S. economy is in a recovery? Why or why not?
No, I just don't think Obama has the right policies right now, and he's tripling the government's debt.
Do you think there's a way we can decrease the debt through some policies?
I'd say Obamacare should not be happening.
All right. Andrew, next question. Are you optimistic the job market will be better after you graduate from Bucknell?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that the economy works in cycles, and right now we're on a downswing, but it'll get better eventually, like it always has in the past.
So you think this kind of downturn is a natural?
Yeah.
It's just gotta happen. All right. Next question. What skills do you think are necessary for a young person to be marketable and employable in our new global service-based economy? Jack.
I believe engineering and the computer science industries are very well off right now.
Jack, are you aware of the economic crisis in Greece?
I just know there are a lot of people that aren't happy.
What about you, Andrew?
Yeah, I am. Vaguely.
All right. Do you think we should be concerned about this problem, or do you think it's kind of a distant, far-off issue that we don't need to worry about?
I mean, I think on one hand, their economy affects ours because it's all like interconnected, but at the same time, we have our own problems that we should be focusing on. So I think that we should look for our own problems first and then focus on theirs because they still need help, and helping them would help us. So not right now, but eventually, yeah.
There you have it. Thank you to Andrew and Jack. We're out. I'm here with my grandfather, and we're just going to ask him some questions about the U.S. economy. Do you believe the U.S. economy is in a recovery? Why or why not?
I don't believe it's in a complete recovery. I think it's better than it once was a couple of years ago, but it still hasn't come up so that it's back where it should be.
What skills do you think are necessary for a young person to be marketable and employable in our new global service-based economy?
You mean academically or?
I mean, it could be anything. It could be what?
Honesty and perseverance. Yeah, I think those are two things right there. Perseverance, honesty, and good common sense. You don't have to go to college for good common sense.
What do you think is the biggest threat to our recovery here in the United States?
I think the biggest threat is having too much cheap labor coming in, undocumented labor coming in from other countries, and taking lesser paying jobs so that more people here can't take those jobs. I think that's bad. The other thing I think is bad is that we let too much of our manufacturing go to other countries, too much of our service go to other countries. You know, service industry, manufacturing industry. The only thing we produce now are computers and people.
So you are a current law student at George Washington University. Do you think that when you graduate from there, you'll have a what do you think your chances are of getting a job in that sector of employment?
I mean, I'm certainly going to have an advantage coming from law school because it's a relatively specialized profession, and George Washington's a relatively good school. But with that said, I certainly can't guarantee that I'm going to be employed when I graduate, but I'd say pretty close to 100% within a year or two after graduation.
Do you think we should be concerned about Greece or the Eurozone? Do you think it's an immediate issue here that'll affect the United States, or do you think it's kind of across the ocean alone, not really affecting us?
No, I mean, I think it's huge in that Europe's dependent on Greece not failing, and the Euro is dependent on Greece not failing, and if countries start to fail in the European Union, that's going to have a huge effect on us. I think Europe and Asia and both of the Americas are all highly dependent on each other in today's economy. So if anyone fails, then we sort of all are hurt by that.
So I'm interviewing my dad here. So we're going to start with our first question.
Do you believe the U.S. economy is in recovery? Why or why not?
I don't believe so. It was heading to a recovery, but I think what's happening in Europe is going to bring us down again. The whole world's economy are all slowing down, so I believe we're going through another slowdown, maybe not recession.
Okay. What skills do you think are necessary for a young person to be marketable and employable in our new global service-based economy?
Well, if you choose professions like engineering, medical, attorneys, that's always in demand. Maybe the financial may be difficult for the coming few years, but in general I think things should get better. There should be some recovery in 4 years from now.
Okay.
You guys are still studying? Are you kidding me? You're graduating in 2 days.
Hey, I just met you.